I'm a researcher and I like to explore. Okay, the objective is a fluorescence spectrometer, which is intended to do dating of paper, okay, of old manuscripts, mainly books. Okay, the idea is the fluorescence is able to do an analysis, a chemical analysis of the paper, and from that fluorescence analysis, you can afterwards train a neural network that is able to convert it to a date. Okay, the idea of the tool is to be very simple so that someone with minimal training can use it. And that is very important. For instance, if you are at a border or something, you need a tool that is very fast to use. You don't need to think much about it. You just get the tool, you do the measurement, and you see the date. For instance, our use case that we have for the project is someone comes to a border with a book that looks quite ancient and tells you, no, it's just a copy, it's a very cheap copy. And you look at it and you think, oh, it doesn't look cheap at all. And you go for your tool, you measure it, and you see the date that you've measured does not match at all the date of the person that's bringing in the book. And so this is important. Why? Because you can afterwards just take the book and take it to some expert to get a complete analysis and really try to understand the story that's coming to you. It's a good question. The first answer I would give to you, it's because it's interesting to understand how to do new things. Okay? I'm a researcher and I like to explore. And so the first thing is, it's because it's cool and nice. We want to test nice things. The other part is, we think it would be really useful for people because it's a very simple to use. It's inside a small traveling bag that you can take everywhere you want. It would be very useful for everyone to have something like that. The tool internally, it's a fluorescence spectrometer, and how does fluorescence work? You just throw some light at the paper. That light has one wavelength, which is associated to colors. And you throw that color to the paper, and what happens is the paper itself absorbs that light, and it radiates light in another color, in another wavelength. And from that variation between the light that you are emitting to the paper and the one that comes from the paper, you can understand the chemistry of the paper. Why? Because every object in the universe has a signature, a spectrum that is its own signature. So if you decompose something to its basic constituents, you can identify those constituents just by their spectrum. Why is it harder to do it the way we are doing? Because when you look at the paper, it has a lot of stuff in there. So all those spectra are overlapping themselves. And that's why we need the machine learning to be able to separate a little bit between or at least to understand what's in the spectrum and to give us the result as a date.
Great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So I can go to Hollywood now?
Yes.